Hello and welcome to Bruh Baking, where I'm gonna teach you how to make some stuff. Also, if you would like your username on my chef hat or chef apron, that's up to you, let me know. So for today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to make gluten-free apple crisp because my best friend recommended it to me. So in terms of ingredients, you're gonna need 10 cups of apples, peeled and sliced. Basically, I was showing you if you peel one apple, it adds to a cup, so basically 10 cups of sliced apples, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 a teaspoon of salt, which is important. That measurement's a little tricky sometimes. For the bottom layer, you'll need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of brown sugar. You will also need 1/4 a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 a teaspoon of baking soda, so a little different ingredient wise, and then half a cup of butter melted. Basically, if you have 1 stick of butter, that essentially comes up to half a cup of butter. So if you use one of those, you should be good. So now in terms of making the bottom layer of the apple crisp, you combine the 10 cups of apples with 1 cup of sugar, the 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, so you're adding all that, and then the 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. I actually kind of messed up with that and I had more than I needed, so just remember it's 1/8 a teaspoon of salt, not 8 teaspoons of salt. At this point, I turned on the oven to 350 degrees and I greased my 9x13 pan, so if you want to go ahead and do that to get the oven warmed up, you can. And at this point, I was going ahead and mixing the bottom layer of the crisp together to kind of make sure all the apples kind of tasted the same, with all the sugar and stuff. So there I am putting them into the pan, so that's pretty heckin' lit. There you see, that's kind of what it looks like when you have it ready. And now the bottom of the layer is combining the 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and this is in a separate bowl, at least I did that. The 1 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 a teaspoon of baking soda, so that's all in there. And then finally you'll need the half a cup of butter melted, so I got another bowl, so I was using 3 bowls, and I basically put the stick of butter in the microwave for 30 seconds to get it melted. And if you know anything about me, I like to clean, so I was kind of cleaning at this point because I was like, I don't want my kitchen dirty. So there's the bowl of butter, or rather the butter is melted inside the bowl. So at this point, all you have to really do is kind of just combine that, the mixture for the top of the apple crisp. You can whisk it together, that's totally up to you. It's just kind of how you want to do things. If you do use a whisk, it may get clumpy, but anyways, all you're really doing right there is just combining the top layer mixture. And then it was kind of confusing to me, and you may kind of see my body language right there saying I don't know what I'm doing, because the top layer was kind of hard to spread onto all the apples. It did taste good though. But it was kind of hard to spread onto all the apples, which may be because it was gluten-free, but anyways, all you really have to do is spread it. I added a little bit of cinnamon onto the top, so that's where that was, and then I put it in the oven, and it says to do it for around 50 to 55 minutes. So at this point, I came back and I was like, bruh, it's been 55 minutes, let's go. I pulled it out of the heckin' oven and it was hot, but it did smell good, so that's a good thing, right? Yeah. And then I got myself a glass of milk because I wanted a reward, so I did that. And there it is, kind of out of the oven. It kind of looks weird, but it does taste good. Eventually you'll kind of see that. I also thought about adding powdered sugar because who does not like powdered sugar? Because I do. But then I decided, let's cut a piece already. It's usually better when warm. And I actually don't like apples, so I brought in my brother. Shout out to my brother. I was like, can you try this? Because I don't want to eat it. But it was hot, and he tried it, and essentially he said, it do be good. So, apple crisp do be good. And I was excited because I had never done that before. So, shout out to my brother for tasting that. But yeah, that's basically it. So thank you for watching. Bye.